Hello, I'm Steve. I'm your host at the Handicap Woodworker Shop. Yeah, sauce. My great uncle Al gave this to me years ago. It's kind of special. But anyways, hope to enjoy the video. If you like it, comment, subscribe. Helps out the channel. Hope you enjoy the next video. Alright, so I wanted to go over some of the stuff that you're going to need to start a wood shop. That's what this whole video series is about, is starting from scratch. We did saws and, you go and watch videos. I enjoyed doing that. The next thing you're going to want to consider when you're making your next purchases is a table saw. Do you need one? No, not really. They're nice to have? Oh, heck yeah, yeah. I don't know if you watched the video that I did on the kitchen table. My wife asked me for a kitchen table, and I went and bought a big old giant hunk of red oak, one big long piece, and I cut it up with hand saws and this little beast right here, and made a very, very nice table out of it. Very proud of how it came out. By hand, it would have taken a heck of a lot longer, but this made it. It was no big deal. It did a great job. So this is a basic bench top table saw. Comes with things like this. This is called a riving knife. This goes in the very top where the blades are, so that when you're running wood down it, it keeps, because the wood, when it cuts, sometimes it'll go in. This keeps from doing that, because when it goes without this, it goes like that. The saw blade catches it, boom! It shoots you back like a bullet. It hurts you bad. It's a very good thing to have on there. I took it off for a reason. I got to put it back in. So to push wood through, keeps you all your fingers in place. Use this. This is a miter sled thing, I think. I can never remember what it's called, but you put a little bit of tape on it because it's a little bit loose. Tightens it up. Put this board on here for more of a support on it. It does a very good job. You lay a piece of wood across through here and run it through the saw for trimming things nice and square. This is the fence. It's, nothing fancy, nothing to write home about. It works. Does a good job. Does a real good job. Down here, a few items that I built specifically for this table saw. It's called a crosscut sled. This thing right here. It's got a little slot right here on the back. Fits in the top of the table saw. This part right here keeps it square along the side. Put your wood in here. Pieces of wood. If you have a table saw, build one of these. Okay? Build one. There's lots of videos out there on building one of these. This here is for miter joints. Picture frames, boxes, things that go like that. And you want strong. That's a weak joint. This is a miter joint is a nice joint, lean and crisp, but it's not the strongest. You use this to cut slots in it to put wood in. There's all kinds of videos on YouTube about this. It's worth it. Build one. It's custom fit to this table saw. Okay? Let's put this back in here. So I got over here. I got my planes. They're the middle one is a number 4 Craftsman jack plane. To the right is one I picked up at Harbor Freight for $19.95. Brought it home. Didn't work worth a damn. I watched a few videos, learned how to adjust them, fine tune them. It's my go-to plane now. It does a great job. Very sharp. Next to it is a little block plane. If you ask me where I got it, I'll tell you I have no idea. I've had it for so long I don't know. But it's razor sharp. Does a nice job on the smaller pieces. And next to that is just a little, it's a cheap metal one that came with, I don't even know what I bought, where it came from. But it's good for knocking little corners off. It's razor sharp also. It's good for like when you get squeezed out. It's dry. Just run a plane over it. That'll take it right out. That does a good job doing that. I'm gonna try to spin this around without screwing it up too much. My saws. This is my. So I'll cut this out. This is my saw rack. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see him right there. All right. Yeah, this is my saw rack. Let me put this back over here. I'll lay it up there. It'll fit just fine. So this is my saw rack. I have on the edge right here. I have two crosscut sleds. Crosscut sled saws. If you got a piece of wood going like this, and you're cutting across, that's a crosscut saw. And I've sharpened the left one to where it does a wonderful job. Next to that is my dovetail saw for cutting fine dovetails. Next to that is a carcass saw, or it's a back saw. It's roughly a 16-inch back saw that my Uncle Al had for years, and he gave it to me, and I use it all the time. Yeah, all the time. This one here, this is actually the first dovetail saw that I purchased. It's called a gent saw. It does a wonderful job. $9. Can't beat it. This is that universal saw I talked about in the saw for straight cuts. If you're going to buy one saw, buy that saw, or this type of saw, not just this saw, but that type of saw. You'll be very happy with it. It'll do you what you need, and when you want to expand your saws, then you can go from there. But this will do everything you need. Next, this one here, this is a tenon saw for cutting tenons, for mortise and tenons. It's designed to cut tenons. Does it do a great job? Absolutely. It does a wonderful job. Next to that is a Japanese saw. Japanese saw, American saws cut on the push stroke. Okay? Japanese saws cut on the pull stroke. Very, very thin blade. People love them for doing fine, like dovetails, and, things of that nature, because they cut a really fine slot. Up on top up here, that's a saw I made for cutting branches and stuff like that. Do I have a lot of money here? No, not really. The dovetail saw was $90. This saw was 10. This saw was 10. Let's say the back saw was free. My uncle gave it to me. The other ones, these two saws here that I've had for years, I don't even know where I got them from, but they do a great job. And look in your garage. You'll be amazed what you can find in your garage. So I'm going to walk back over here for a second, and I'm going to bring the camera and the microphone. We're going to walk over here for a few little things. Yeah, it's messy. We've had to do some things around here, but it's working now. Everything's working okay. Up here, this is my joinery bench. I built this from old pallet wood. Does a great job. But I've got a few things for marking dovetails, chisels. These are all things that you'll accumulate in time. This is not something that you need today. I bought my first set of chisels at Harbor Freight, and I think they're about $9.95. Brought them home, watched the video. Dude, YouTube has a lot of stuff you can learn on YouTube. Show me how to make sure the chisels are, how to flatten them, how to sharpen them, how to get them, Now, I keep them there. If I need to do something real quick, boom, boom, it's there. It's there, Trying to think what else we got over here. See, my chisels, those are Easy Arcs. I think they're made in Hungary. I think all the good ones are made in Hungary or something like that, but those are really nice chisels. Got my coping saw, my fine ruler, dovetail gauges, a lot of stuff. And you'll pick out your stuff when you get doing what you're going to do. So I'm going to shut this off for a second. We're going to walk into the back room back here, and we're going to look at some stuff back there.